Good afternoon. Here is the news at 4. First, the highlights. Governor Sanwo-Olu charges women to be more innovative for better society. Federal government announces war rooms to monitor, manage federal civil service strategy and implementation plan. On the foreign scene, Iran pledges to respond to new sanctions by European states. And in sports, Galatasaray's manager Mourinho describes Nigeria's Victor Osimhen as a fantastic player. And now the details. I am Akan Usen. As the two-day National Women's Conference, organized by the Committee of Wives of Lagos State Officials, CALSO, ends, Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has challenged women to be more innovative with the knowledge gained for a better society. Governor Sanwo-Olu pledged that his administration will continue to allow women thrive in governance and encourage them to see themselves as agents of change for the renewed hope agenda of President Tinubu's administration to be actualized.
All of the insights that you have gained from all of the sessions and all of the things, the inspiring lectures, and take it back, like I said, and not be constrained by any form of limitation, not be constrained by any form of boundary, and to make meaningful change in your communities, in your household, and in our nation.
Also speaking at the event, Nasarawa State Governor Abdullahi Sule, who was represented by his Commissioner for Women Affairs and Social Development, Aisha Ibrahim, commended CALSO for the National Women's Conference aimed at regional integration for progressive change.
Pertinent to state that women constitute a significant segment of our population and perform a unique and indispensable role in ensuring the growth and development of our societies. The opportunity of this occasion to challenge our women across the country to emulate the example of the women of Lagos State in establishing and sustaining a forum such as this to promote growth, progress, and development of their communities.
In her closing remarks, wife of the Lagos State Governor and chairperson of CALSO, Ibijoke Sanwo-Olu, urged women to embrace home farming to ensure food security, be prudent in spending, and reduce affluence as the nation is going through difficult times for a better economy. Mrs. Sanwo-Olu also noted that the knowledge gained at the conference will enhance the development of the nation.
It is essential that we embrace the reality of the present economic situation, not only in Nigeria, but globally. The era of extravagant lifestyle is over. We must adjust, prioritize what truly matters, and lead by example in our homes and communities. Please, let's reduce the affluence. There's a lot of people out there that are feeling the pinch, even you.
Dignitaries in attendance included the wives of the governors of Borno, Osun, Ogun states, wife of the Inspector General of Police, wife of the Minister of State for Health, and Senior Special Assistant to the President on Sustainable Development Goals, Princess Adejoke Orilope Adefulire. Certificates of appreciation were presented to all sponsors of the event, tagged Friends of CALSO, while a minute silence was observed for all members of CALSO who lost their lives in the last 1 year, in a sober reflection by all participants, both physically and virtually. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has called for the use of biodegradable and combustible packaging materials by food processing companies as an eco-friendly option for sustainable environment. Governor Sanwo-Olu made the call at a smart packaging conference held at Victoria Island, Lagos. Speaking on the theme, Unlocking Nigeria Food Security, Implementation of Smart Packaging to Reduce Waste, the governor, who was represented by the Commissioner for Commerce, Cooperatives, Trade and Investment, Folashade Ambrose Medibem, underscored the role of food packaging and processing industries in driving economic growth, with a charge on the industry players to shape the future of the country the future of the industry to an eco-friendly one. He urged stakeholders to embrace sustainable packaging technologies with urgency, stressing the need for cross-sectoral collaboration to manage plastics responsibly and drive innovations that protect the environment. In his presentation, the Managing Director and CEO of the Lagos Waste Management Authority, LOMA, Muyiwa Barigeshin, highlighted the immense global challenge of food loss and waste, which he noted was a significant contributor to environmental degradation and resource wastage in regions like Africa, where food security was still an issue. Barigeshin outlined the proactive steps of Lagos State government to addressing plastic waste issues and promoting sustainable packaging solutions, including the recent ban on single-use plastics as part of the state's broader strategy to reduce negative environmental impact. The Loma boss urged Lagos residents with waste management-related issues and complaints to call Loma's toll-free numbers on 080000 Loma, 080000529962, 0708 0601 020 and 617, or visit www.loma.gov.ng. The lawmaker representing Oshodi Solo Constituency 1, Lagos House of Assembly, Stephen Ogundikbe, has advised students to use the new academic session to learn new things, to explore their passion for growth, and build good relationships with their teachers and peers. In his welcome back message, Ogundikbe assured students in his constituency of his support to access quality education through policy formulation in the State Assembly. He also pledged to advocate policies that promote quality education and ensure that all students have access to the resources required to learn and be successful. The lawmaker urged them to embrace the challenges ahead with enthusiasm and determination, knowing that hard work and dedication will surely pay off in future. He tasked the students to participate in extracurricular activities and build strong relationships with their teachers and peers. Now to the rest of the stories. The head of the Civil Service of the Federation, Didi Walsin Jack, has announced the establishment of war rooms to serve as critical hubs for managing and monitoring the implementation of the Federal Civil Service Strategy and Implementation Plan 2021 to 2025 to aid civil service reforms. Walsin Jack said this at the recently concluded retreat with federal permanent secretaries in Zuba, Niger State, and stated that the war rooms will be dedicated to addressing each of the 6 pillars and crucial enablers of the reform plan. She noted that it is also intended to tackle the specific challenges associated with each pillar. The Nigerian Association of Women Journalists, NAWAJ, has extended sympathy to the people of Borno State, members of the Nigeria Union of Journalists and NAWAJ members, who have been directly or indirectly affected by the recent catastrophic floods. NAWAJ chairperson, Lagos State Chapter Adeola Ekine, in a statement said in situations like this, women and children are mostly vulnerable for obvious reasons, promising to stand with unwavering solidarity. Ekine noted that the union remains committed to providing support in any way possible. She also urged the federal government to take immediate and proactive steps to address the issues surrounding the Alau Dam's collapse and prevent future occurrences. Now to foreign news. Iran has condemned allegations by Western countries that it supplied short-range missiles to Russia for use against Ukraine and pledged to respond to new sanctions imposed by a trio of European states. Tehran's Minister of Foreign Affairs Abbas Araghchi stated that Iran has not delivered ballistic missiles to Russia and that the United States and its allies are acting on faulty intelligence. Meanwhile, France, Germany and the United Kingdom announced the sanctions earlier the same day after the United States formally accused Iran of supplying weapons to Moscow. The measures revoke bilateral deals for providing air services to Iran and impose sanctions on flag carrier Iran Air that will restrict its ability to fly to Europe. now, sports. Galatasaray's manager Jose Mourinho has described Victor Osimhen as a fantastic player. Mourinho came face to face with Osimhen during his stint with Serie A club AS Roma. The Nigerian international recently moved to Turkish club Galatasaray on loan. Mourinho claimed he will buy the striker. He will buy the striker for €75 million if he had the cash. And that's all for the news at 4. Just before we go, slow down at road junctions, intersections, and pedestrian crossings. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms on X at Traffic Radio 961, Facebook Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, Instagram Lagos Traffic Radio 961, and on YouTube, subscribe and watch us live on our channel, Traffic Radio 961. You can also visit our website on www.trafficradio961.ng. Did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration organized a mentorship seminar for over 1,000 youths on the theme Agripreneur, Strategy for Wealth Creation? You can get more details on the Lagos State Government's website. To end the news, here are the highlights of the major stories. As a 2-day National Women's Conference organized by Committee of Wives of Lagos State officials, CALSO, ends, Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has challenged women to be more innovative with the knowledge gained for a better society. Head of the Civil Service of the Federation, Didi Wilson Jack, has announced the establishment of war rooms to serve as critical hubs for managing and monitoring the implementation of the Federal Civil Service Strategy and Implementation Plan 2021 to 2025 to aid civil service reforms. We also told you that Iran has condemned allegations by Western countries that it supplied short-range missiles to Russia for use against Ukraine and pledged to respond to new sanctions imposed by a trio of European states. And in sports fun, Galatasaray manager Jose Mourinho has described Victor Osimhen as a fantastic player. For contacts with the newsroom, please send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. And that ends the news broadcast compiled by Sadiq Yusuf. I am Akan Usen. Thanks for listening and please stay safe. Good afternoon.